The world is waking up to the fact that Nigeria, particularly the northern region, is one of the most dangerous countries in the world for Christians, yet this crisis has been ignored for far too long. 7,000 Christians have been killed in Nigeria during the first 8 months of this year alone, averaging 32 deaths per day. And that's just the reported cases. The real number is believed to be far higher, as many attacks go unreported. Islamic radicalism and terrorist groups like Boko Haram and armed Fulani militias are often responsible for the mass slaughter of innocent Nigerians. And too often, justice is not served for the victims and their families. Christian student Deborah Emanuel was murdered in 2022 after thanking Jesus for a successful semester in a WhatsApp chat. She was stoned and burned alive by a mob of Muslim students for so-called blasphemy. The suspects were released and charges against them were dropped. Deborah's death, fueled by laws that criminalize peaceful expression in the name of blasphemy, shows the systematic nature of religious persecution in Nigeria. Sharia courts unjustly convict individuals for alleged blasphemy, perpetuating a climate of fear for simply speaking your mind. Sharia blasphemy laws are among the harshest forms of censorship, carrying the death penalty, and the nation's religious insult laws are often wielded as de facto Sharia laws. And as Deborah's case shows, if death doesn't come by way of the law, it often comes through mob violence. Behind every statistic is a human life. Mothers, pastors, converts, young men and women with their whole lives ahead of them. Our clients at ADF International are living proof of this. Rhoda was imprisoned for 19 months for supposed blasphemy after she allegedly shared a video condemning Deborah's murder in a WhatsApp message. With our legal support, she was fully acquitted. Yahya Sharif Aminu, a Sufi Muslim, was sentenced to death for a WhatsApp message and still languishes in prison, his life hanging in the balance. Again, with our legal support, his case is now before Nigeria's Supreme Court, where it has potential to challenge northern Nigeria's blasphemy law regime. Sharia blasphemy laws are a blatant breach of Nigeria's constitutional and international human rights commitments and an insult to the dignity of its citizens. These laws must be struck down if Nigeria is to end the horrific violence that's overtaken the country. And ADF International is committed to tackling the legal roots of this crisis to bring lasting peace to the country. Together with our network of allied Nigerian lawyers, we provide life-saving legal support at no cost to persecuted Christians and others. And we call on international governments and institutions to pressure Nigeria to reform its laws and end the persecution. If Nigeria is to emerge from this oppressive shadow, it must confront these systemic injustices and work toward a future where freedom of religion and expression are not mere constitutional promises, but lived realities for all. So please join me in continuing to pray for the persecuted in Nigeria, and if you're able, consider supporting our work to bring a life-saving legal defense to those unjustly accused.